Hello, my name's Ian Stewart. I work for MWH. I'm the lifting lead for the company. Today we're going to talk about the HOSASS campaign, which is hands off, step away, safe space. It's an industry standard now that's been accepted across our industry, and it's the way that we operate in the lifting space. It doesn't just include tower cranes or mobile cranes or spider cranes. It involves every aspect of lifting, whether it be heavy lifts or little lifts. It can be valves, it can be overhead gantry cranes, it can be big pipe work, big valve sets, anything. It's a very important part of our world, and we're going to be focused on it over the next 4 weeks. So where HOSASS stems from was an incident that happened in 2022 down at Gatwick Airport, where unfortunately an operative who was involved in a lifting operation of lifting a steel frame, the frame fell, it caught him, and it unfortunately killed him. So the HOSASS campaign all stems from this one incident. We've seen similar incidents, luckily no fatalities, but little incidents across the MWH treatment business that have caused us to embed this within our structure.
What we've seen in the past is that those planning, supervising, conducting or observing lifting activities are not consistently standing in an appropriate place of safety and are often seen too often with their hands or body parts either too close to the load or between the load and the stationary object. So as a group, let's pause for a bit to discuss the poor lifting practices and also reflect on the learning alerts.
So after looking at some poor HOSASS activities on site, let's see what was wrong.
The tagline is wrapped around the operator's hand. This could cause a risk of injury or harm if the load moves and he is still attached to the tagline. The operator, the crane supervisor, to the left is stood in a crush zone. If the load is lifted and the load moves to the left, he will be crushed between the two sets of pipes. Always make sure you're in a clear area when the lift is initiated. The slinger signaller has placed his hand underneath the sling, between the sling and the load. When the weight comes onto the sling, his hand will be trapped. The crane supervisor has got the tagline wrapped around his right leg. Always make sure the tagline is free. The slinger signaller appears to be stood underneath the load. Never stand underneath a suspended load.
Now that we've seen some examples of poor HOSASS practices that can cause serious harm to you or your colleagues, our next briefings to support this campaign will include measures on how to keep safe whilst undertake lifting operations on site. Week 2 is how we lift safely applying the HOSASS measures. Week 3 is about how and when we should put our hands on a load, so we'll look at the hands-on decision tree. Week 4 is about how we intervene appropriately in a safe manner and calm manner when an unsafe lifting practice is observed. We also encourage you to record what you see on site, either good or bad, using the active check system. You can either use the Improve It cards or the QR codes, which should be displayed across site where possible. If you could, always use the hashtag HOSASS. Thanks for taking part in your attendance in the HOSASS campaign we've been running. If you've got any queries or questions, just contact one of your member of your site team. Thank you.